Fourth grade, welcome to Writing Boot Camp. By the end of the week, you are going to explore every phase of the writing process, and we are going to create riddle writing where people will need to guess who we are. Using descriptive writing about ourselves and giving details about our lives, we're going to have our classmates guess which secret sergeant is which. So by Friday of this week, you'll have a piece of writing that looks a lot like mine. It starts by describing my age, what I like to do for fun, what I'm interested in learning about, what I look like, who I live with, and some of my favorite things. Using this information, I bet I can get my classmates to guess who I am. Now, before you can start with a piece that's fully polished like this, you need to break it down to the first step of your writing process, which is brainstorming, and that is our job today. On Seesaw, you are going to find our brainstorming sheet for Secret Sergeant. You can either directly write or type onto the sheet on Seesaw, or if you feel more comfortable, feel free to grab a piece of paper and pencil, write it down there, and upload a picture to your teacher. Now, today is our brainstorming day. We aren't expected to have a beautiful polished piece of writing on our first go around at it. Today, our goal is just to get our best ideas from our brain down to our brainstorming sheet, so that when we come back tomorrow, we can start building sentences from these great ideas. Now, we can describe ourselves in so many different ways, and our Secret Sergeant writing piece could be pages long if we wanted it to, but we're going to narrow it down to some of the information that maybe our classmates know about us so they can guess about us. For example, in our first box, we're going to list our age and birthday, and I wrote down some questions for you so you could really clarify these answers. For example, underneath how old are you, you're going to tell us how many years old you are. Same for your birthday. Tell us exactly what day, month, and year you were born. Next box, you're going to list your hobbies. Hobbies are the things that you do for fun. Now, I know we're just spending the day putting down ideas, but that still means we put forth full effort. So instead of just coming up with one or two hobbies, really take the time to come up with your best ideas. See if you can fill up the entire box with your hobbies. Next are your interests. These are really similar to hobbies, so let me explain the difference. For interests, we're talking about things that we like to learn about. So if you were to spend an entire day at the library and you could pick out books about any nonfiction topic, what kind of things would you like to learn about? For me, I love learning about technology and coding, creating apps, but I also like to learn about how to craft certain things, how to draw things digitally. I also really enjoy theater and learning the best way to sing, act, and even dance. And lastly, I love to learn about animals and their different adaptations, so I put down zoology. Take a moment to write down some of the things that you are the most interested in learning about. Next, we're going to describe what we look like. Now, we don't want to give too much away because remember, our classmates are trying to guess who we are. So we're going to share the color of our hair, the color of our eyes, and maybe some unique and special features about you. If you're not sure what the color of your hair or eyes are, don't be afraid to turn to the person next to you in the room and ask them. Sometimes it helps to get that outside opinion. For something unique about you, think about what is special about you when you look in the mirror. Maybe you're tall, or maybe you have glasses or freckles. Maybe you have curly hair or straight hair. Maybe you have long hair, short hair. What's something about you that makes you unique that's really special? The next box we're going to talk about is our family. And families look really different from people to people, so let me take a moment to describe mine. First, I listed how many brothers I have. I have one older brother, and his name is Billy. Notice I detailed whether he was older or younger than me, and I even gave his name. I did the same for my sister. I told my audience whether or not she's older or younger, and I gave her name. Now, families can be people that we live with, families can be people that we don't live with, families can be our parents, families can be uncles and aunts, families can be grandparents. Families are groups of people who love and take care of each other. So whoever you feel like your family is, are the people that you're going to describe in this box. Now, for me, I live with my husband and my dog, Archie. So those are the people that I listed in my box. For your family, list the people that love and care about you every day. Lastly, we're going to record our favorite things. Now, I know that you could write about your favorite things for an entire writing project, but for this writing project, since we really have to narrow it down, you're just going to tell us what your favorite food is and what your favorite colors are. Now remember, I'm trying to come up with as many ideas as possible on my brainstorming sheet. So I wrote multiple things. I love sushi, I love mac and cheese, I promise I'm not eating them together. And I also got really descriptive about the colors that I like. Not only do I like blue, but there's different shades of blue. So I like teal and I like mint. So now it's your turn, either on a piece of paper with a pencil or directly onto Seesaw. Come up with as many ideas as possible, because the more ideas that you have on your brainstorming sheet, the juicier and better your writing gets when we start to build our rough drafts. So take today to get all your juicy details down on your Secret Sergeant brainstorming sheet. Good luck!